Hello, all. Welcome to our latest edition of Big Game Players with myself, Super, and my co-host Banjo.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. How are you, Super?
Banjo, what's going on?
What do you mean?
You're dressed for the occasion tonight.
Well, oh, right, yeah. Well, we did say it's going to be, Brazilian themed, really, because we're going to go through and pick our three um, greatest Brazilian players in our
Bloody task
lifetime.
that
And I
one.
just thought, huh?
Bloody task. That was hard work trying to pick
Oh,
three from that pot.
yeah. Well, has there been a country with more um, great players than Brazil? But anyway, I thought I'd dress for the occasion. Before I put my Brazilian shirt,
So you're dressed to impress.
I am indeed.
Yeah, good to hear. Good to hear. Not a lot going on in the world of football, is there?
No, it's been a bit slow. It's been a bit slow, to be honest. I wouldn't have thought
Surprising
it.
though, with the league not
Yeah,
far away. I mean, in 4 weeks or just under 4 weeks.
yeah, it's
Three and a
approaching.
half weeks now that we kick
Yeah,
off.
it's approaching, and there's not been. Well, I was going to say not a lot of business being done, but unless you're a Liverpool fan or Chelsea, but yeah, not a lot going on. Not a lot to discuss really, apart from things which have been done, maybe. But yeah,
Let's go to United.
yeah,
Finally
let's
got your
go.
man.
We got him. He's finally signed, pen to paper, done. And Boomo.
And
That's
Mbuemo.
probably
Well,
yeah. Let's go.
well, uh, well, after they stitched you quite nicely and got a bit more money from you,
Yeah.
70 odd million from the 50 odd that you were at, so they got the extra 20.
Well, it's 65 with 5 million add-on, but listen, it's probably spent a little bit too much. But having said that, when you've got players like Etikite going to Arsenal for a nice large sum, I think that's Brentford. They opened their eyes up a little bit and thought, wait a minute here,
I think the
let's
story
ask for
goes
more.
actually that they've been adamant all window that they're not letting go of Wissa and Mbuemo.
Mm,
Newcastle, the rumours started coming out last week that Newcastle want Wissa, and no surprise, a couple of days later, bingo, 10 more million hits
yeah.
hits a deal from United.
Typical games being made. I think it was always going to happen. It was just a matter of how much they were going to pay. I think United did the best to not pay over the odds. They probably did a little bit. He's a great age, 26 years old. That's a good thing. Kuna as well. So they're buying players, Premier League proven, good
Mm,
ages. Let's just hope they work.
agreed, proven Premier, and the news of the week out of Old Trafford, Rashford somehow gets an upgrade. He leaves that shambles,
He really
and,
fell on
and
his
he's
feet,
gone on
didn't
to
he?
bigger and better.
Yeah, he fell on his feet. Well, listen, I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad it's happening. You want these deals to be done. You want them out. If they're not part of the plans, or if they're causing trouble, or whatever they're doing at Old
Where's he
Trafford,
landed
you
up
want
at
them gone.
Barca?
Don't know, don't know, but he's very lucky. I think he's ended up at Barca because the Nico Williams deal didn't happen, and I think they needed to get someone in. Um, Listen, I hope he does well. No doubt, if he gets his head down, he will do well. But
Are they
interested
eyeing
to
up
see.
long-term
So
successor for Lewandowski? Maybe are they looking to play him down the middle? Or is he coming off the left and
I
competing with
think he like.
Rafinha?
I think he actually doesn't like playing down the middle, from what I gather over the years. But
Well, when he's
listen,
there, beggars can't be
it,
choosers, eh?
true, but there's always a pattern with Rashford. When he's got something to prove, when he wants to get into that England squad, a new contract or anything, he becomes a world beater. Genuinely brilliant player. And then he goes off the boil, and then it's just like, what is this guy doing? Last 2 seasons, he's basically offered nothing really for United. So
Has he done
yeah,
it
he's
just
very
to go
lucky to
run at
make that
Trent?
move.
Has he done it to go and
Sorry,
run at Trent? I know he enjoyed that over the years.
maybe he enjoyed doing that, so he's actually going over there and thinking I could do it again. That El Clasico is going to be a bit interesting.
Yeah, both teams investing.
Yeah. Hey, I want to say something
Interesting.
about United. Joel Hugill. He was on the verge of playing for the United first team. He was on the bench a few times. I don't think he made the League Cup appearance. He's gone to my local team, my favourite local team, Barnet, on loan from Man United for the season.
Direct,
Direct.
direct from United to Barnet.
Yeah. I know
Blimey.
that's not obviously the career plan he or the path he was expecting or wanting a few years back. But anyway, nevertheless, good for Barnet fans.
Edgar Davids played over there once, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did.
He did. Any other
He
famous
managed
players at your local club there, Barnet?
Jimmy Greaves.
Okay.
Jimmy Greaves. There's been quite a few. Been quite a few ex Premier League players,
Who's
but
one of their favourites over there? I
no
remember
bigger
back,
than
back in the
Edgar
day,
Davids.
Darren Curry, was it?
Yeah, Darren Curry actually managed them a few years ago. I actually played against him. But Grazioli, he was one of their heroes. Friedman. So, yeah, some big
Any other
players.
rumours out of
Scott
United?
McLeish. Any other big rumours? Not so much. Starting to last few days being linked a little bit more to Sesko. I don't know how true that is. But I
Jackson?
wouldn't.
Could
And
Jackson happen?
Jackson as well. And Jackson as well. I wouldn't look deep into anything until something's a bit more concrete. But Ornstein today has actually said now they've signed Mbuemo, the priority is a number 9, a centre midfielder, and a goalkeeper. They're actually looking to bring those in.
You got
Let's
Highland
see.
there.
Time will tell. Yeah, but come on.
Poor man's Darwin. But
No, I'm not sure about that. Like I said in the last episode, he's had a bit of a raw deal. Listen, we need goals. We need goals. Listen, he was the year before. He scored 5 Champions League goals. So we're not talking about a mug here. We're talking about someone who's absolutely shot,
come
lost
on,
his
Banzo,
confidence.
you play one
But
of
we
these
need someone.
part-time teams, get a hat trick. You can't be spouting. I got
Nah,
5
you don't
Champions
get
League goals.
part-time teams in the Champions League. Come on.
Well, you do get some of the lower countries, and they fluke it in the playoffs and get in there, and then all of a sudden Highland gets a hat trick, and you're gloating like he's Erling Haaland. But
No, I wouldn't go as far as that, surely. But no, I think you're being a bit harsh on Hoyland. But anyway, let's see. We definitely need another number 9.
in other news, no other major transfers actually throughout the
Nah, nothing's really going on.
not
Nothing on the cards. This is what I was trying to say earlier. I
Chelsea
think
linked
we're
with
going to
Xavi Simons.
Yeah. I mean, how really can they buy? I mean, how are they doing it? And
Well,
no one's left yet.
They've sold Madueke.
Oh yeah, well, sorry. Yeah, of course, Madueke's gone. Jackson, no doubt, will go. But it's weird. It's weird how. Does Maresca want these players, or is it just like someone playing games higher up?
You never know with Chelsea, do you? You never know.
No, you don't.
I'll tell you what was an interesting transfer in the week that I want to touch on. Evan Ferguson gone to Roma.
Yeah. See, I actually thought about him a couple of weeks ago because if this was last summer, was it the summer before? He was quite sought after, wasn't he?
Well, he came along. He had a good sort of 6 months. Big, strong forward.
Yeah, and
it was
being linked. It was being linked with clubs, and apparently he's hot property. And then he kind of like went off the boil, didn't he?
I don't know how these people are hot property and they can't score goals.
Yeah, it's gone off the boil. But anyway, he's got to move to Roma. So
crazy.
Yeah, but it seems to be like a bit of a pattern now, isn't it? Because you got McTominay who went over to Naples. You have the Scottish lad Gilmore went to Naples as well, and then now Ferguson.
He must have seen the success of them boys and thought maybe he'll go and try his luck over there.
Yeah, or Roma thinking, there's some players in the Premier League who could come over here and do a job. So who knows?
Decent move. So Isaac.
Oh, come off it. What about him? It's not happening.
Isaac. Now let's talk about this one. Big power play from Liverpool last week, right? So linked with Isaac. They're giving us no, we're not interested. They, in the meantime, have offered on Etikite, Newcastle. Mm-hmm. Liverpool have said, look, are you going to sell us Isaac or are you going to force our hand? Liverpool, in the meantime, have gone and signed Etikite as good as, just finalising details now.
So surely that means Isaac is not coming.
No, Etikite is probably my theory, and my theories are coming right all the time at the moment. I seem to be getting a lot right week in, week out. But anyway,
you can't be getting more wrong. and quickly as
Oh,
well.
I don't know about that, but anyway, Etikite is going to come in for the the late Jota, which is sad, but I think Etikite is coming in to take Jota's place in the squad, and I think Isaac could still come in for Darwin.
Right, before we carry on, this is a Brazilian themed show this week, and you're talking right old caca.
Well, uh, you're going to have to wait and see this, Banjo.
This
I'm just
Isaac
telling
is
you and all of our
this it.
listeners what's going to happen. Isaac wants to leave Newcastle.
When are you going to give this up? Surely it's not happening.
Well, let him sign for someone
All
else.
right, okay. If your theory is so, what's Newcastle going to do? They never got a Katiki who was meant to be, say, Isaac's replacement.
I'm seeing
So they're
that
not
this.
going to let Isaac go, are they? Who
Well,
are they going to bring in?
it's no different to, Liverpool could end up with two. It's no different to, I was thinking about this actually earlier on. It's no different to with the power play Chelsea made on Liverpool actually against us with Lavia and Caicedo, and they ended up with both because Liverpool were in with Lavia and we're trying to screw them down. And I don't think we made Lavia feel particularly special when we offered 45 and Southampton were saying we want 50 mil. We were like, no, no, 45. We took actually a whole summer of bartering
Yeah.
with them, trying to, squeeze them. And then Caicedo comes up. We've offered 115 mil. And all of a sudden, Lavia's probably thinking, hang on, you've got 115 mil to offer on him, but you won't pay an extra 5 mil to secure me. So, I don't think he felt the love, Lavia, and they've both landed up at Chelsea.
But the way Chelsea do things is a bit more, they're a bit more bold in the transfer market, I'd say, than Liverpool. I don't. It'll be for Liverpool to do this or do it that way. It will go very much against the grain of how they've worked over the last few years.
I mean,
That's
and
what I
Liverpool have
think.
already made the transfer of the summer.
Works.
That will be the transfer of the summer, and arguably,
It could
he's
be the transfer of the summer or the biggest flop of the season.
all the talks coming out of the Liverpool camp at the moment from other players is special player there. So
Yeah, but
um,
got to see it in
let's
the Premier
see,
League first.
let's see what goes on. All right.
So anyway, before you move on quickly, are you happy with the Katiki signing for Liverpool as a player? Forget
Look,
your theory.
I,
If he was to leave, if forget your theory, if he was to come in and you were not to buy Isaac and you've just brought him in now, would you be happy with that?
I don't think Ekatike is quite the finished article. I also think he's a young lad. I think Ekatike's got the potential to become an Isaac.
Okay.
We're paying a lot of money though to try and get that potential
But you know what
fulfilled.
it is? It's like we're talking about Mbuemo and whatever, and the transfers and what. Forward players are at a premium now. There's not many.
I think that's why
So
you
a
pay
lot.
the money for Isaac. Yeah,
Yeah,
proven in the
yeah. But
Premiership,
no.
good
I'm
player,
not.
good
No.
ability,
Yeah.
quick.
But it's whether he's available or not. But the point is, what I'm saying is, there's not. Look, we're talking about these number nines at the moment, and it's the same old names in the last month or 6 weeks for every club: Sesko, Guacares, Ekatiki, Jackson, Watkins. There's not many. It's just not many of them.
They're a
So
premium, the good
their
ones
value,
anyway.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, this is why they're so expensive because there
But
isn't a
supply and demand, right?
yeah, exactly that.
Let's talk. I know I've seen you very vocal on some groups that we're involved in about women's football and this penalty shootout.
Oh God,
So England
listen,
played Sweden.
oh, yeah, Jesus Christ, listen. I've tried. Listen,
You've
look,
tried what?
listen. They're trying to hype this women's football up and trying to get people watching it and trying to make out like it's top level. Listen, nothing against film. It's not me being sexist. Like for example, women's tennis, I absolutely love it. I watch it, no problem. But I watched that game. It was a quarter final, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And look, England came back 2-2. Yeah, that bit was a bit exciting, but you watch it, it's not top level. Listen, that penalty shootout was dog shit. It was the worst shootout for quality I've seen in my entire life. And
was,
trust me,
there
I
was one
watch
where the
underage
player
play
stepped
football
up.
sometimes as well. Listen, I've watched youth football from all different age groups, and that was the worst I've ever seen.
Lucy
It
Bronze
was,
took a good penalty, right?
yeah, she weren't messing about. That was a bit of a strip piercy, but she got a bit emotional after. But come on, man, it was awful. It was awful.
The
But
keeper
come on, give me
stepped
your
up.
opinion. Did you think it was a good penalty to shoot at?
It was. It wasn't very good penalties. But I'll tell you what, Banjo, there was one in particular. It was like I can't remember
It
which
was an
penalty.
embarrassment. It was
There
a
was
bad.
one
That was.
I think the keeper dived to their right, and it was like a P roller. I can't remember if it was a Swedish or an English one. But one's been blazed over the bar. The keeper's getting up to take the. She stepped up. I thought, she's got a bit of confidence. This girl, like stepping up to take the deciding, the fifth and final penalty. Scores that. She's a hero. They win. They go through. She, I mean, I don't know. I think it's in my back garden. She skied it over the bar, and so they're still looking for that ball by all accounts.
but the thing is, come on. Yeah, it was great for England. Everyone was happy. Oh, it's happy. But let's not jazz it up. That was bloody awful. That was the worst. That was quality. Come on.
Well, I would say to you, any of our listeners, if you haven't already, go and watch the France penalty in the France-Germany shootout.
I've not watched.
This run-up, it must be the worst run-up I've ever seen. She's come from side on. I don't even know what she was doing. I'll tell you what, do me a favour, when we finish recording, get that on. And I'll tell you what, mate, actually, do you know what? If someone follows our channel, I'll put a video on there.
Oh, brilliant. Go on then.
We'll put the video on there of this run-up. And tell me if you've seen anything worse. It's a shambles.
Will it be like background of Laurel and Hardy music or something?
Sorry?
While she's taking it, you're going to like dub it with Laurel and Hardy music.
I don't know, mate. It's not good, mate.
Did she score at least?
No. That's what made it worse. I can accept a flamboyant run up if somehow you scored, and I think, all right, maybe there's some rhyme or reason behind that, but she didn't score. And yeah, it's a shocker. Absolute shocker.
Listen, I don't want to knock women's football. They're doing their best. Good luck to them.
You don't want to knock it. Why? What have we been doing for the last 5 minutes?
Listen, I'm all for girls playing football if that's what they want to do. There's nothing wrong with it. But let's look. Don't force it upon me and try and make out like what the media is trying to do, trying to make out this quality in it. I thought I watched a game of football. I watched that shoot and I just thought, this is just abysmal.
I think from what I've seen, Spain will win that tournament at a canter. But
I've not watched. I've not followed.
I think they're the best team in women's football at the moment anyway. But I'd be surprised if, like I said, I think they're going to win it at a canter.
Okay.
Okay.
England's playing Italy this week, isn't it?
This week.
Semi-final.
Yeah. Tonight.
Let's hope we don't go to penalties.
Tuesday night, basically. Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You haven't won that T-shirt for nothing.
No, here we go. We're doing it. Well, this is not easy, but this isn't easy.
Of all the weeks we've done, this for me was the hardest, and I'm probably changing my mind as we go along now.
We're doing our lifetime, aren't we?
We're doing our lifetime. Yes.
The top two, I think.
I don't really want to do this.
Nah, top two. I'm going.
Let's start with your number 3. In at number 3.
Number 3 was the best. Was their main player and captain when I was a kid, which was the first Brazilian team I got to know and love. So I'm going with their famous number 10 of the 80s, Zico.
Okay.
Great player, talisman, brilliant player. Played for Flamengo. Fantastic. I don't think we got to see him play in Europe, which is a shame. But he lit up the World Cup, especially in '82. I think he was a great talent in '78.
Actually, when I was having a look, as a reminder,
they
86
was there in '86 as well.
Arguably the best player not to win a World Cup.
Zico.
Yeah, that's what that.
Yeah,
that was.
But I think the '82 team. He's probably the greatest Brazil. He's not the greatest Brazil. The greatest team not to win the World Cup. Great players. Well, maybe I mention a few later, but yeah, I've gone for Zico, number 3.
Okay. My number 3. Blimey.
Mm.
Like I said, I really don't want to do this.
Do you know what? I don't think anyone could be right or wrong with this.
I can
Just too many
name
great
I
players.
can name 100 here.
Yeah.
Look, I wanted to put a fullback in
Oh yeah.
because I think they got 2 fullbacks there in particular in our lifetime that were both, and it was a toss up between those 2 fullbacks.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I know which one you're going to go for at the end.
I think I have to go for that one in the end because of his ball striking and
Yeah.
and when he's hitting a ball, I think it stayed hit a week later. And who could forget that? Obviously, that famous goal
Against France.
against France, and there was other ones for Real Madrid. Blimey, he was hitting the ball. It was actually on the touchline. He was hitting them into the top corners. It was
It's
unreal,
crazy, wasn't it?
unreal. But Roberto Carlos for me is coming in at number 3.
Yeah.
I've always said to you, my criteria.
Mm.
I want them to be in the conversation for the best
In that
in
position.
their position.
Yeah.
And
Well,
both
if you're talking
fullbacks, by
about,
the way,
yeah, if you're both
Timor
fullbacks,
Cafu
if you're
could
talking
easily
about
go home.
if you're
Could
talking about the
easily,
best ever in those positions, I think their names come up.
yeah. Roberto Carlos, though, for me,
Okay,
that's my number 3.
can't argue with that. Fantastic footballer, great player, biggest thighs as well. If you if you remember,
Number 2
yeah.
for you.
Number 2, I've gone for Ronaldinho. Couldn't leave him out. Just one of the most technical players I've ever seen in my time. I think technical, like with just pure comfort on the ball and skills, and I think he comes in there with Maradona and Zidane for me, with just how easy he was with the ball. So yeah, Ronaldinho, absolute brilliant. He was a great player at PSG, but I think he went on to another level when he went to Barca. Just didn't last long enough, but most Brazilians don't.
Even at Milan, though, he was a good player.
Even at Milan, but that was his bit. It was his best days were past him by that time. I think because at Barcelona, he was phenomenal for those 2 or 3 years. Phenomenal, brilliant player, joy to watch. Great character, always had a smile on his face as well.
Yeah,
loved him.
Oh, interested in my number 2.
Yeah,
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
One of my favourites, actually. One of my favourites. Like you said, always a smile on his face.
Yeah,
Things he could on the ball. It was magic. He was a super player. Scored goals. Could run at players. He had the whole shebang. For those 3-4 years, he lit up world football.
Yeah.
He lit up world football literally, and
phenomenal. Great player.
He was good either side of it. By the way, I think it's underestimated the impact he did have at PSG. He was good there, but
no, of course, because he left for big money to go Barca.
Yeah. And then he went to Barca. He's
he just
obviously
went up another level.
There it was another level.
Mm.
Did well at Milan. Actually did well.
No, of course he did. He was a phenomenal player.
And so yeah, ceiling wise, although we talk like best players in the world over time, I think if you look at some of these players at the height of their performance,
yeah,
he's in the convo. Look, the longevity maybe not so much, but
no,
the height
but
was
for what you see and how impressive, and you just feel wow, yeah, definitely brilliant player.
Number 1 for you, Ben. I think I know your number 1.
Yeah, number 1 I think is obviously
You've gone with Kleberson, haven't you? You've done it. I knew you'd save it.
No, Anderson.
Okay.
In fact, my number 1 should have been Rafael, and number 2 should have been Fabio, the 2 twins.
Them 2 brothers. Well, they're actually Brazilian, them 2, but okay.
Hey, they were all right, man. Van Gaal shouldn't have got rid of them. Anyway, my number 1, R9, Ronaldo. And the reason I'm going for it, I think
that Ronaldo, representing us fatties.
He apparently loves tennis more than football now, he said. But well, he was good.
Can he move?
I don't know if he can move now, but he certainly could in the past. Like I think in my time, he's the best teenager I've ever seen play football.
Okay.
like obviously pro football. He was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Best player in the world as a very young player, well down at his feet. I think the biggest compliment I could give him, he had horrendous injuries, and he really did, and he came back and still won the Ballon d'Or again. And he was probably half the player he was. That's the biggest compliment. He phenomenal player, brilliant player. I think it was just amazing, and I think he's ceiling. I will go as far as saying, had he not had the injuries, and maybe he might have been a bit more professional, but had he not had the injuries, he might have been the greatest footballer of all time. I think potential-wise, he certainly had that. But he was one of the greatest anyway. Phenomenal. Great player. Bags of goals, bags of tricks, powerful, fast. Just phenomenal.
Can I confess, Banjo?
Yeah.
I've cheated.
You've changed yours?
No.
What do you mean you cheated? How can you cheat?
I've cheated the parameters.
What have you done?
Number one.
You've changed Ronaldinho?
No, my number one is a man who shot on the scene as a teenager.
It's not like Lucas, is it? The one who played for Liverpool.
50s, 60s.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that. No, because it's
1,000
goals.
career goals.
We cannot. No, but we said in our lifetime.
He lit world football, renowned by a lot as the best. Well,
how can you do that?
As the best ever.
But,
and whether it's my lifetime or not, I had to put Pele in there. So Pele.
You can't do that though.
Well, I can. It's my show. I just have. Pele. I don't think anyone can argue it.
But you can when we say it in our lifetime.
Incredible goals. I mean, some of the things he was doing in these World Cups, and even coming back from injuries. You talk about injuries and
talking about the greatest youngster
playing
ever.
Through injuries.
Teenager, it's probably him.
And in addition to that, and he was about a yard, not even a foot away from scoring what would have been one of the best goals ever.
When he ran one way, I think it was against Uruguay.
You want to talk one way, and the kick. Yeah, you want to talk creativity. That's creativity at its best.
I mean, to come up with that. And what about the long range shot?
Sorry, Banjo, you cut out there for a minute.
From the post as well. Same World Cup. Oh no, same. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. The long range shot he did in the same World Cup, which he just missed by a foot from the post. Yeah. No, brilliant player. And look, he's probably the greatest youngster ever as well, because no argument, because of his performance in the 1958 World Cup, where he scored that great goal against Sweden.
So Pele is my Brazilian number one.
All right, but
I'm surprised you left him out. But okay.
What do you mean? Of course, I'm going to leave him out because we said our lifetime. In fact, I've got some great players here written down before my time: Pele, Garrincha, Jairzinho, Rivellino, Tostão. Great players, Gerson. But they weren't in my lifetime. What do you want me to say?
Alberto, if you're going for that.
Alberto, yeah.
In more recent, Alberto. Talk to me about in more recent times, because I've written down about 20 names here. I just kept writing names, and some of them weren't really going to be in my top three, but I thought they deserved mentions.
I've got a whole load of names. Well, I want to go back to that 82 team as well, with Zico, Ade, Junior, Socrates, great players. There were characters as well. And then a little bit later than that, 2 or 3 years later, you had the Carecas, players of that type. And then obviously there was the Dungas, and then the Bebetos, and Romario. What a great player Romario was, by the way.
Romario, he was close to...
come
close, on. But phenomenal player.
Brilliant player. Phenomenal again at PSV and Barca, and obviously for Brazil. Rivaldo, Kaká, Neymar, Adriano.
Rivaldo, I think you skipped past that one a bit quick, and Kaká.
Oh no, Rivaldo was phenomenal for Barca. I think there were 1 or 2 years he was just on another level, wasn't it?
Kaká again.
Kaká as well.
Record fee. Went there.
Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah. Romario, you mentioned. Neymar splits opinions, doesn't he? I mean, he's a record goal scorer.
I think Neymar came at a time where Brazil needed they needed to idolise someone. It was after really Kaká. They never had the Ronaldos anymore, the Ronaldinhos, and all the attention went on him. Don't get me wrong, phenomenal talent. But
Has he been unlucky to not have had maybe quite as
I think
talented a team around him as some of the others were lucky enough
no,
to have?
I think his
I mean,
club
come on,
football.
Bando, Rivaldo, Ronaldo, and Ronaldinho were playing like,
Yeah, maybe for the national team, but I think for club football, we played in the great Pep Barca side.
but we're talking about Brazilian players for
No,
Brazil.
I know, but he was outshone there by Messi. Okay, and then he went to PSG, which I thought was a bit of a bad move for him. Like obviously to keep that
And
main
that
name,
front
but
three, Messi, Neymar, Suarez, just,
yeah, no, fantastic. But he obviously he wasn't the main guy there,
yeah.
so I don't think that helped his image, as they say, or reputation as such a great player. I think with Brazil, yeah, you're right. Maybe he didn't have the great players around him as well, of like the others have had. So that probably went against him. But no,
Any other players you've got on your list?
yeah, I got Dunga.
Yeah.
Dunga. I had Cafu, Roberto Carlos as well. I've put even Thiago Silva in there.
Thiago Silva, fantastic, I think. Like
Yeah.
longevity,
Um,
class act.
yeah, there's so
Very,
many
very good
more.
player.
There's so many more. There was the Denilsons as well, and all these
And
type of
Nelson.
players. There's been so many
I've got
greats.
some for you here.
Go on then.
Marcelo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Marcelo.
Marcelo,
Yeah.
the one that didn't quite hit the heights, I think could have done a bit better in his career. Didn't quite hit the heights. Robinho, down on my list.
Yeah. What about Danny Silva?
Uh, which one?
Brazil. Barca, right back.
Danny Alves.
Alves, sorry. Danny Alves,
Yeah,
yeah.
Alves
Bloody
was on my list.
yeah.
He's there. Um,
Yeah.
the not one, but the two Janinios, in particular, the Lyon one.
Leon. Yeah, Leon.
Very good player. But Janino, that
Great
Middlesbrough,
free kick
very, very
taker.
good player too.
Yeah.
I've written down Gilberto. Solid
Yeah.
enough player for Arsenal. We'll give them a bit of
Solid.
credit.
World Cup winner as well.
They think we're Arsenal bashing every week, so let's give them something so
Yeah.
that they don't,
So they don't moan this week.
don't moan this week. Zero Berto,
Yeah, good player. What about Lucio? Centre back.
Lucio, good
He
player.
was around for a while.
And then I've got
No,
three.
there's
I've
always
got
been
three
great players.
special ones I want to mention.
Wow. Oh well, oh yeah, come on. Lucas Leiva, whatever his name is.
No, not Lucas Leiva. I mean, he was just a grafter in
Firmino.
that midfield, but I wouldn't have him down as a. But
Firmino.
the three that I am going to talk about,
Oh, here we go.
Alisson Becker.
Oh yeah, goalkeeper. He's probably been their best keeper. They're
He's,
not known for their goalkeepers, are they? Felix and who was the other one who was in goal in
he's fast up there as one of the best keepers to have played the game.
That's a big comment.
It's a big comment, but
Yeah.
he's up there. I'm not saying he is, by the way.
I
Before
know,
everyone
okay.
starts getting excited and typing away and commenting and whatever you're not, although I challenge you to tell me why not. But Alisson, good with his hands, good with his feet, arguably the best positioning you'll ever get to see from a goalkeeper. His one-on-one goalkeeping, blimey, and that performance against PSG last season, bloody hell! You find me a better goalkeeper performance than that, you do well too. But Becca,
They're not really known for their goalkeepers. They had that Felix before, Taffarel as well, who was there for a while. Who was the one who was in goal for AC Milan?
Dida.
Dida. That's it. He was all right.
You also got Firmino.
Yeah, I knew he was coming.
But look, I'm not talking about him in the conversation for best Brazilian player, but big impact for Liverpool, big impact for Klopp's team, and good player. But for me, the best Brazilian to have graced a Premiership by far, and I was lucky enough to watch this guy live many a
Oh, I
time.
know which one.
But Philip
One you got the big
Coutinho,
transfer. Yeah,
Philip
Coutinho.
Coutinho on another level. In terms
Only
of
at
like,
Liverpool though.
if you just want to talk about ability,
Yeah, but what happened to him?
well, he saw the bright lights, thought he'd go Barca, and Klopp did warn him, "Go and you just be another name. Stay here, you'll get a statue built of you."
I really
He's
thought he'd
gone.
go. I really thought it'd be a success.
I can't say I'm too. In hindsight, I'm not disappointed he left. because that
not. It
was a
worked out
Van
very well
Dijk and
for him.
Alisson money.
Of course not.
And some people are still.
So did Klopp want him to stay?
Some funny people claim that we're still spending that Coutinho money. 5 years later, 7, 8 years later, even.
Did Klopp want him to go, or did Klopp see the bigger picture and think, no,
Klopp
I
wanted
don't mind him
Coutinho
going?
to stay. Klopp
Really?
told him, stay here. They'll build it. He was. I think people underestimate Banjo, what a creative player he was, and how good he was.
No, I remember he was off the back
I
of
also
a
wanted to
great
make a special mention for one other player when I was doing my sort of list and research and what have you not.
Yeah,
I
go on.
was trying to think of the name, and Cheney,
Who?
Ceni.
Who's that?
Keeper scored 100 goals. He was scoring free kicks for fun in the Brazilian league primarily, but there was a Brazilian keeper who's got 100 career goals.
Was he
So
on
I thought
pens?
that'd be quite cool to mention. And
It must be on the penalties. He
he's
never
free
came to
kicks.
Europe.
Free kick taker.
He never came to Europe, did he?
No, he never came to Europe.
Well, that just shows that he was only good at scoring. He probably couldn't keep him out.
I think prior
He
Alisson.
should have gone up front. They should have put him up front because if he was that good,
get him in for Hoyland. I bet you wish he was up front. He got 100 goals now. You got excited. You're thinking, get Hoyland out, get him in, get him out of retirement. But,
what's his release clause? Oh, he's retired, has he?
He's retired, so you might even be able to attract that one. You never know. Banjo, time's up.
Oh yeah, good show, mate. Good show. That was listen, I love Brazil's the joy of football. I always say that they are the joy of football, or they have been. So yeah, really enjoyed that. I enjoyed thinking of all the players who I've enjoyed watching, and some before my time as well. It's really good. Adair, what a player he was in the 80s. Adair, look at what some of his goals.
There's one player I don't think we mentioned, and I wanted to mention him actually. So sorry. Well, I'm going to come back to the topic, even though we've tried to wrap it up there. But for me, loads of potential. This guy, unlucky with injuries a bit, but I think a bit of a checkered life and past as well didn't help him. Struggled with his weight. Another sort of kind of
Ronaldo.
Adriano.
Yeah, I put him down. I mentioned him.
You mentioned him, but
he was on the list. Yeah, apparently he's going through tough times at the moment.
Probably before mental health was a thing, but Adriano, he was good. He had 2-3 years there where he was lethal. Good player.
I think he struggled with alcohol or something, isn't it? I don't know. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame he didn't last long. Clearly had problems, and I hope he gets himself back on his feet, because the last time I read about him, it wasn't really good.
Yeah. And it's a shame. It's a shame some of these footballers, but
Yeah, it is a shame. But look, a lot of them gave us.
Did we mention Aurelio?
Who?
Fabio Aurelio, the left back.
Leave it out.
Did we not talk about him?
No, we did not. I wonder why.
Oh, good left foot. One of the very good left foot.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week you'll be less grumpy. Hopefully you'll come along less grumpy next week. Spain. I'm thinking Spain next week.
Oh, Spain. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go with a bit of Spain. Let's see who we can come up with.
I know who you're choosing. I know you're number one already.
Who's that?
No, I'm going to say yeah. It's going to spoil it.
Who do you think it is?
No, but it's going to spoil it for next week.
Did he play for Liverpool?
Oh, God, no. He didn't, but now you've...
Yeah, it probably won't be him then. Cheers, Banjo. Cheers for the show, Banjo, and we'll...
Love it.
We'll catch up next week.
Yeah.
Take care.
Brilliant. You too. You too. Have a good week. Cheers, Super.
Enjoy the show, guys. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, everyone.